What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not another
damn podcast.
Presented by
our damn
selves. 288, kid.
288.
Yeah. Definitely feeling good. Getting settled into your new place, kid. How's it feel?
I'm getting settled into the new digs. It's coming.
I feel you on that. Definitely.
Rome wasn't built in a day, but I mean, we got a lot accomplished. So
that again. Shit. I'll leave it at that. Definitely a work in progress. Yeah.
It takes time.
Definitely put in some work last night on my two plays because I got lots to do. So getting it right. Yeah.
It's about making things like your own, because like once you come in, like you still at the vision of like the previous owner, so you're like, okay, you gotta kind of put your own.
See the potential on it. Yeah, it's like not for what it is now, but for what it could be. You gotta see the potential.
Yeah.
Gotta have a vision. Yeah. Here's what's crazy about the whole thing about my weekend, how it went. Like, yeah, because I was doing so much with the move and all of that is I had totally forgot that I had concert tickets for this past Friday. Because here's what happened. It was supposed to be a Sweetest Day concert. It was like it happened way back in October. And then something happened with the building, so the shit ended up getting postponed. It said the concert been postponed until December 2nd, which I had forgot about it by then. Until the lady texted, hey, weren't we supposed to go to a concert tonight? And so then I checked the tickets and I had them in my Apple Wallet. I was like, oh shit, that concert was tonight. And this was like probably 7:30 when she hit me with the text. It wasn't that late. It was like 7 o'clock or something. It was like getting close to the time of the concert. That's all. We probably not gonna make that shit. And then as I started timing and looking, I was like, okay, like with traffic, I was like, we might get there like 8:30. It's like maybe between 8:30 and 8:45. Like, yeah, I said, I'm feeling adventurous. Let's go for it. It's like it was at the Wintrust. Like, first time I'd ever been to that building. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you about the building. Definitely got some stories about this place. Now I kind of know why I haven't been there. But so then we get there. We make it around between 8:30 and 8:45. It was the R&B. It's called the R&B. I forgot. Let's look at the tickets. I still got them.
Is it that one that was with Monica and them?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because that was supposed to be the Sweetest Day Jam, and I don't know what happened. Like why it got
something happened with the building. I'm just not sure.
Because I never got the full story as to what happened. It was just like, oh well, we'll be back in December.
They called it the Chicago R&B Music Experience. Originally, it was the Sweetest Day something. It's like I remember.
Yeah.
And it was the lineup was it was a dope ass lineup. It was Monica, Tevin Campbell, 112, Silk, Tamar Braxton. Like, so nice lineup. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling all of them. I'm feeling all that. Okay.
So then we get there. And then we get to our seats. Like, shout out R-Dub. He got us in there, but then I'll leave it at that. Way up, but it's all, go all the way up. But that's the homie R-Dub. And it was we get in there, and then like the shit hadn't even started yet. They were having technical issues. So I'm thinking that's what happened with the original why it was postponed originally. It was something with the system. So like, yeah, the Wintrust definitely is beat up. They need help with that building. It's like we walked in, and then like the DJ, like they have DJ stalling, like, which I know I've DJ'd a concert in June or whatever. Yeah, and I had to stall because like this one chick that was high, and like and people started leaving eventually because like eventually they came to see. So yeah, you want to. It's like nothing against the DJ, but like if he spent up there for an hour spinning, okay, when is the show gonna start?
When's the show gonna start? Okay, enough with the.
I want to hear a DJ. I go to a club. Like people look at that, like first they like into it because like you playing all the hits. It's like okay, yeah, and then after about 30 minutes, you're like okay,
okay, concert when's it starting?
Yeah. And so, like, when we came in, like, eventually, like, the crowd, it kind of turned on the DJ. He was like, everybody make some noise. Boo. I was like, yeah, they really good. But what's happened, what we want to know is Tamar hit the stage right when we were getting there. So I was like, so us being late worked out. We didn't have to sit through all of that.
Sit there for an hour and listen to.
because like he was like trying to hype him up because I guess he knew that she was coming out by then. He's like, everybody make some noise.
Because I mean, I get it. Like with concerts, I mean, like concerts.
It's like concerts never
I expect concerts to start a little late. I expect them to start a little late, meaning within 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes is a little late.
This concert was probably close to an hour because I said we got there like between 8:30 and 8:45, and like Tamar probably hit the stage at like 8:50 or something. Like, so it was almost an hour late. An 8 o'clock concert starting at like almost 9. It's like So
I say anything up to a half hour is sufficient, is acceptable. But when you get past that half hour,
it still wasn't in Lauryn Hill / Kanye levels of lateness at least. So,
it's like 2 hours. You're doing too much.
Yeah,
you're doing way too much.
It wasn't, but it was late. Now Tamar opened up. She did her. And they had to rush because it was running by. Because with these buildings, it's like they union workers. So like you got to be finished at midnight. You got to be finished at midnight. Like I mean, everybody got to be out of that building. But so Tamar did, I think, 2 songs. They kind of rushed her, and then Silk came out second. They did like 3 songs, but the songs they did mattered. Those are at least
in my bedroom.
They did
Creepy Baby.
Yep. And baby, won't you let me look inside my soul?
Okay.
So they did.
I was going to say maybe if you, because I'm watching it.
No, they did the ones. The ones they did are the ones I wanted to hear. Like,
if you would have been Meet in My Bedroom,
extra, but the 3 they did, I was like, okay, they did the right ones. So like the first 2 acts, they kind of like rushed them to like get back on time. And then 112 went on third. They did a whole set. So like 112, like they must have been kind of caught up by then. So like and 112 did all of their hits. So, I see you looking at me. They did Cupid. They did Peaches and Cream. They did
Peaches and Cream.
And then they did, of course.
What is this? Numbers in your pocket.
Yeah. You already know. You know.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Of course, Only You, like, was what everybody came for. The
boom, boom.
And they let Biggie's verse play because I thought they were going, they had Biggie's verse play. No.
Did Mace come out as a surprise or no?
No Mace and Beth.
No Mace, because that would be a nice surprise.
And they skipped Mace's verse. They even played Mace. They played Big's verse like the beginning.
So that would be a nice surprise if he came out. You can hum all you want to, come all you want to. If he came out and did that, that would be a nice surprise.
More smoke, the smaller the Philly gets. Room 112, where the players dwell. Yeah, they snapped on that shit.
Feels good, like Tony feels good.
On the audience did that part to the field.
Yeah.
And then they went into the song. Yeah, so 112 definitely snapped.
Nice.
And then something else must have happened in there because then after 112, it seemed like they kind of stalled again. But this time they brought out some local acts. At least they brought out 3 Piece was there and Ben One. So they brought out a couple of Chicago legends there. Like, so I guess like something happened and they were stalling in there. Yeah. But at least like the crowd was into the ooh ah joint from 3, and then Ben One to Never Leave My Girl. They did the songs that people know them for basically. Right. Then Tevin went on after that. Of course, Tevin got his. He did the We Go Round.
And then he shut down. Can we?
Of course, you know that's what he closed it out with.
Yeah.
Guess what he did? Guess what he did? She would have snapped over.
What?
Breaking down. I don't know nobody else to feel.
Hey.
That one, the Prince joint.
You got to
the name of the record.
You got to hit the slow body roll. You got to hit the body roll on that.
Oh, you snap with that shit. He opened up with the Round and Round joint from the Graffiti Bridge sound. That's the first one he did. And of course, closed out with the Can We Talk?
Did he do I'm Ready?
I think that's one of them he did. Yeah.
Tevin had some hits. Tevin did have some
hits. Why he
was
the co-headliner. Tevin had hits, yeah. And of course, the whole audience was singing the Can We Talk? Every word of that shit.
Some people shouldn't have been singing, but it's okay.
And then Monica closed out, but by then it was damn near midnight, so folks were like, but she did her thing, she did her hits, but then she did too many, some artists, I get it, they want to push their new shit, I think to me, with like artists like that, if you part of those legendary artists from like that's been around for like 20, 30 years,
20, 25 years,
stick to the hits. That's my opinion. It's like nothing against your current, because she started off good. She did it just one of them days. Yeah. Don't take it personal, you know, but everybody calls it just one of them days. You know the song.
Don't take it personal.
And she did Before You Walk Out My Life. She did.
She had the shoes on. Never with the shoes. The yellow shoes.
Baby. She did the I Don't Get Down on the First Night. She did that. So
I like that song.
She did her hits, but then she went into a bunch of unfamiliar, like I could tell, like newer songs, and then that's when people started nodding off. That's when me and Babe said, like, let's slide out now. Let's beat the ground. It's like we tired.
Did she do So Gone?
She might have closed out with that. We had already did by then. She probably went back to
that was my shit. So Gone.
And that would have been a surprise ring. Your boy TJ, aka Mr. Windy City, should have brought him out on stage.
Because like he did the So Gone challenge before. It was a So Gone
20
challenge.
years ago. Yeah, he did the So Gone challenge 20 years ago.
Because So Gone, that was the jam. That was mine. Because that was a great song.
Overall, I enjoyed it. Like I said, like I get artists want to push they as an artist, you want people like check out my new shit, because I've been to multiple concerts where that's happened. Like when I went to the Rock the Bells show, and you know, Tribe Called Quest is like my favorite group of all time. So yeah, when they went on, like first Q-Tip came out by himself and did like maybe 5 like songs that nobody gave a shit about. It's like I'm like, and people like, because I was like backstage at that one, because like it's like I had pool, so I was like standing and like one of the coolest moments. Like, I was standing there next to Plug One from De La Soul. We were standing off to the side watching. So I'm watching the Tribe from backstage with a member of De La Soul. And we both was like, okay, like where the hits? Like, then like Fife and Shaheed and them came out there, and then they went into the checking around. But Q-Tip did like 5 songs like Unfamiliar before we got to that. Then they did all the hits. So I was like, okay, you killing the crowd with all this new shit. It's like KRS-One did that too at the show I went to. He was doing all this, just do the familiar shit. It's
the song to close with Tribe is still Electric Relaxation. Gotta close with that.
Yeah. That's a good one. But
great song.
So good. I had a good time. Babe had a good time.
Despite technical difficulties.
Yeah. And despite us like rushing, like bobbing and weaving through traffic to get to that motherfucking time.
Because that traffic sometimes that
and the parking situation was fucked up, which if me and you had rolled, it wouldn't have been a problem.
Right.
That. Yeah. It definitely wouldn't have been a problem if I had rolled with you to that kind of shit. Because we got there so late, so the main lot was full. It's like,
main lot's full, then remote lots.
Like, and then like so we had to park like a couple blocks up. It's like
remote lot, and then
fire you up. We had to fire like it was like somewhere near the old Sammy Dyer. We were parked way up.
Damn, yeah, that's far. Yeah, that's far.
It was like so we'd have parked there and then walk back. He's like,
and then just to a point, no street parking around there because your shit will be ticketed.
Especially on the end, like when you headed north, like on Indiana, Michigan.
Right, because it says that said no parking 2 hours before, an hour after event. You're in event parking. But so many people roll the dice like, hey, I can park right here. It's like, no, you will have a ticket.
And then some of the streets as well too. Like you got a daylight zone permit. You got to watch that shit too.
Yeah.
Like no parking here except if your car has this fucking tag on it.
And then that snow stuff started too because it's December 1st.
Snow route.
The snow route.
Make sure you're not on the December 1st street, because not all red, white, and blue signs are equal. Glad you made it, because some of them are just if it's 2 inches or more. Like that's like the most common ones. Then they have the ones like from December 1st to April 1st. Then they have something like midnight to like 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
3 a.m. to 7 a.m. You got to watch the time on something.
It's a mess.
All of them are not the same. So like, just read the sign before you park on those snow routes.
So that's a tip that we give. If you visit Chicago during this time, pay attention to those parking snow signs, because you will get ticketed or towed. And
especially some years when it's been unseasonably warm, like on December 1st, like you will get got. You won't even think about that. You just pull your car up there.
And your car's gone. You think you got jacked. Like first thing you think, like, oh shit, someone sell my car. You think you got jacked.
You got jacked by the city of Chicago, damn it. That shit is in the impound.
Gotta pay that $250 to get it out.
plus $45 storage. You got to pay damn near $300 to get it out. $250 to tow it there, and then plus $45 per day storage. The storage starts today, not tomorrow.
The second that they hook it on and take it,
you come and get your car like 10 minutes after they put it there. You still got to pay the $45.
You got to pay the $45 storage fee.
Like that fee starts from the moment that they put it in that lot.
Sure does.
It starts from that day. Not 24 hours. Nope. The minute they put it there, storage starts.
And don't have your shit be messed up. Don't have your play stickers be expired. Your
if you ride dirty, you're not gonna get it out till after that. Yeah,
you ain't gonna get it out till you fix it.
Guess what? Guess what? And that's the dilemma you in there because you could go around and do all that stuff easily if you had your car. But
if you had a car,
find a way to get to these places. Get to the Secretary of State. You got to get to maybe your current state. You got to get to all these locations without your car now. That's the dilemma. And guess what? You ain't gonna be able to do that shit in one day. So that's another day of storage, another $45 on top of that. So yeah,
or another 2 days of storage.
Yep. So it adds up.
So these are tips that we're giving. So pay attention.
And you gotta have the money to get for the fees too. Like I said, if it's a sticker, that's city stickers $100, plate stickers $150. You gotta have that money too, to get those. Yeah. So you're gonna be out of like $400 or $500. Like if you were riding dirty and you get told, you're gonna be out of some money. It's gonna be $300 just for putting it in that lot. Like you're gonna need $300.
All I hear is the cash register going. Ching, 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 ching. That's all I hear.
If you had both stickers expired, like you said, then that's like $150 for the plate, $100 for the window. Yes, you're gonna be out of some money. Not to mention the extra storage you're gonna have to throw on top of that. So moral of the story: don't ride dirty, and watch the signs. Yeah.
The millionaire tell y'all not to ride dirty.
Don't be riding dirty. Don't let me catch you riding dirty. Don't let me get you riding dirty.
Him and Crazy Bone tells y'all don't ride dirty.
All right, where are we at?
Great weekend, though. Great weekend wrap up. Like I said, I totally forgot about that concert. I did
too. The babe hit me up. I think somebody reminded her because she forgot to. It was like, said, wasn't the concert tonight? And I looked at it, I was like, oh shit, that was.
That was tonight.
All about that goddamn concert. And I had the internet folks over by the new place though too, so I was dealing with them all day. So it was a long day. That's what the concert had totally slipped my mind. Where do you want to start? There's a lot of shit that went on. Let's start with the let's keep it Chicago. We mentioned Kanye and all of that. Let's talk about that. Kim and Kanye have finally reached their divorce settlement.
Finally. And divorce, as
they've been getting divorced for the last 3 or 4 years.
Divorce is a business. It is like
it was a great documentary on Netflix that called Divorce Corp.
Yep. Yeah. It's a business. It is.
And some of those, they were talking about how the divorce went on longer than the
marriage. Yeah.
I was married 3 years. I was been getting divorced for 5 years. Damn divorce.
I was wondering how that worked. Like I saw people they're officially divorced now. Like you filed for divorce in 2011 and you're officially divorced in 2016. What? Like that?
Tisha Campbell and Dwayne Martin, their divorce just got finalized, I think, in 2022.
Like last year.
Or maybe 21, as they just got finalized.
Like last year.
They've been separated. That's why she just became Tisha Campbell again. Which was Tashina dropped the shade on the Martin video. He said, Tisha Campbell no longer Martin. It's like he dropped the shade on that.
And my thing I say, if your best friends can't root for you like that, then I don't want them. If you can't do that with your best friend, then they're not really your best friend.
No longer Martin.
Tisha no, this bitch didn't. But that's like a 45 year, however long they've been friends.
Know each other since they was kids.
45-year friendship. So they sisters at this point. But I did see the report about that and shit. Like I was like 18 years.
Yeah. Everybody started
following your kids got you for 18 years.
Everybody started quoting the song the back.
Got 4 of your kids. She got 4 kids. Was it her that she was about to go? Did he project that? Because he said
I said that when he first got with her, I was like, when they first got together, I said Gold Digger kind of sounds like her. It's like, yeah. And then Kanye did projected.
Yeah, because I mean, as like Sarita treated 4 kids, she got 4 kids. You gotta take them to showbiz. I mean,
hilarious. Yeah,
he may have projected
nigga
that.
said showbiz. It went out of business probably in '91.
He's from Chicago.
You were in high school when showbiz. You were in high school when showbiz went out of business.
People like, what's showbiz?
Yeah, like the younger to get it, Chuck E. Cheese. That's why they upgraded it for the Silk Sonic. Upgraded. They mentioned Chuck E. Cheese in there, and they're smoking out the window joint.
Chuck E. Cheese.
See, like that's the upgraded version of it. This bitch got me paying the rent. Time for this.
But this divorce, like,
yeah, I'm pulling up to all of
the number that I saw that just made me.
We're gonna get to that number. I know what number you're talking about.
The number, I'm like,
because I had a whole list of everything, but right now I can't find it. So let's talk about the number then. Yeah.
Well, I'll lead with this. Kim's father was a lawyer. Robert Kardashian was a lawyer, and she's in
the
process of becoming one herself. So Kim understands the law. One thing that Kim is going to understand, she's going to understand some law.
No, he was her father a lawyer. Her father was one of OJ's lawyers.
One of them OJ lawyers.
From the most famous trial in history. It's like he was one of the lawyers on that.
So she knows how law works. So you could treat her like she's a scatterbrain and act like she's a ditz, but she knows law. You could treat her like that, like she don't know what she's doing, but she knows law. But the number I'm focused on,
I know the number everybody's talking about, 200,000 per month in child support. And like that's caused the streets are going crazy over that. There's like, should a billionaire get 200,000 in child support? Like, because they
200,000 times 12.
That's like 2.4 million or something like that.
Times 18, 43.2 million. I just did my math. That's a lot of freaking money. I'm like, so 200,000, that's 50,000 a kid. She got 4 kids. So $50,000 a child.
Yeah.
I only have 2 kids, and I'm like, I don't think that children cost $50,000 a month. I don't think that the cost of raising
what people are tripping over is like saying Kim Kardashian is a billionaire. She don't need any child support.
She's a billionaire herself.
Like, she don't need any child. Like people say, like should a billionaire get 200,000 in child support? Should a billionaire get any child support? Like, that's the number that.
I mean, you see a lot of couples who do split amicably, and then they'll say it's no spousal or child support. You see those splits where it happens. Like we will have no support.
Yeah.
Because they're like, he got money, I got money. We just
want to expedite this process so we can go on with our lives. That's what a lot of them are. Like, just like get it done as quickly as possible. That's why they do that. They agree to like certain stuff was like no support, because they just want to get it over with. So
$200,000. That's a lot of freaking money. And the thing, the crazy thing,
they do have joint custody.
No, they have joint custody. Like, so what is he paying $200,000 for if you got joint custody?
Kim will be the custodial parent for the most part, but they got joint custody of their 4 children though. North, St. Chicago, and so on. They got 4 joint custody of the 4.
And then don't they have other things like something about like mediation that they have to?
I'm pulling all of that. That's why I was getting it up. Kanye is also responsible for 50% of all the expenses, like tuition and all of that. All the whatever expenses the kids need.
Because I mean, like they have their private schools, they have their activities, Not
to mention, they Kardashian / West, like they face, so they need round the clock security as well.
Yeah,
you got to pay for that shit too. And then it said if the kids have a dispute over the kids, then they both have to participate in mediation. If one parent fails to attend, which we all know which parent that would be, the participating parent becomes the decision maker. Yeah. If they have a dispute, you could probably guess who wouldn't show up.
Yeah, so basically Kim has a final say, basically, is what that comes down to.
Kanye not showing up to this shit. The property, they divided that equally, including the house he just bought. Yeah, I think they split all that property. Yeah. The one that was right next to her, they split all of that, yeah.
which is still kind of living next door to your exes.
Which he addressed on the now deleted Drink Champs interview.
That's still kind of. I mean, I get living in a similar neighborhood where it's like, okay, I'm 5 miles away, but living next door sounds like a sitcom. It does. It sounds like it does.
Yeah.
But
okay, their divorce wasn't going on that long, at least. Like it was like over a year. It seemed like it was going on for years to me.
It feels like man, probably close to 2 years now at this point.
I think it's about almost 2.
Almost 2 years. But
in February of 21. So yeah, like close.
Almost 2 years. Yeah.
It felt like that shit been going on for years, bro.
Because Kanye changed lawyers like 10 times and and then he won't stop talking and he's, and then Kim did have a highly publicized, they both had highly publicized relationships after their split because Kim was with Pete Davidson and then Kanye was with that Julia, whatever her name was.
It was a string of chicks.
That girl. Every girl, he's trying to make her be like the new Kim or whatever. Like you look at all the girls that he's been with since Kim, it's like he is dressing them up to look like Kim. I don't know.
Now he was alleging that Chris Paul hit it too. Was like,
what is it?
Which sounded like Cap to me. As it sounds like Kanye just being Kanye that way.
But the good things that come from it is memes. I love social media with the memes because
of the Phoenix Suns. Just like let's go, yeah. Chris Paul and Devin Booker, let's teammates is like.
Oh! I see what you did there.
Yeah, you get it.
We have something in common.
Now, if Lamar Odom had signed with them, that'd have been amazing.
The meme that got me though is what they showed the part where in Power when Ghost wakes up Tariq with the gun after he finds out that Tariq set him up to get killed by Tommy. And when he puts the gun in his face, like, wake up, little nigga. And he puts the gun in his face, they said Chris Paul's wife waking up to waking Chris Paul up after.
And I take it a step further. It's
like waking him up.
So the Phoenix Suns, they're gonna sign Tristan to a 10-day contract. Yeah. So Tristan is signed. And then if All-Star Game is in Phoenix, then like performing, you got the two Travises, Scott and Barker performing. I just booked the All-Star weekend in Phoenix. Let's go, man. That would be amazing.
That's too bad.
The Travis halftime show, both Scott and Barker.
Let's make it happen at this point.
Chris Paul
I'm for the shits. Let's make the shits happen.
Signs a 10-day contract to sign.
I'm here for the shits. But Kanye, like, and then the other meme that said, they was like, dear Kanye, everybody's been with Kim. But he's wilding though. Like you just can't put out a claim like that that's unsubstantiated. You can't put out an unsubstantiated claim that this man slept with your wife and like I'm not saying that guys don't cheat on their wives, but like he's been with his wife since college. Like Chris Paul has been with his wife, and they seem like they have so random.
It's like
they seem like they have a good relationship. They seem like they do, but
it just sounded like Cap to be like that one just was left field. It's like yeah.
But Chris Paul probably like, damn, like what the hell?
Who did I piss off? He's like,
because Chris Paul seemed like he's him. Like he don't seem like he really be too much into shit. It don't seem like he really
said Kanye would have picked another top point guard to like, you know who I'm gonna say. If you say he should have said Steph Curry smashed Kim Kardashian, that would have just made my day just to see the Aisha Curry response from that shit. That's what if you gonna go with it, that's what I would have said. Steph Curry smashed my girl. Just for the Aisha Curry shits and giggles, because she's hilarious to me. As you know that you don't know anything about me, you know at least Aisha Curry's hilarious to me. Just to see her like make another appearance on Red Table Talk talking about it. Let's go. And And not just that, Kanye. It's been a very eventful week. It's been a very eventful couple of months for Ye. Actually, yeah.
Kanye.
Once again, in the home of free speech, Kanye has been banned from Twitter again. He's been suspended again. It's like land of the free, but not Ye. Because of his appearance on Alex Jones InfoWars, he another guy who's banned from Twitter, by the way, is like he's like, that's the one there that the Sandy Hook we talked about, Alex Jones, right-wing conspiracy theorist. He has his own thing. He does his he's on his own site now. He's not on any because he's pretty much been banned from every social media like YouTube, and Twitter, Instagram. He's banned everywhere. So he does all this shit on his own InfoWars site. And Kanye appeared on that with him. It's like, and so he praised Hitler, and that's what got him kicked off of Twitter this time. Because he basically, almost said that Hitler wasn't all bad. He did some good things too, or some shit like. I'm paraphrasing, but something like that. What's funny about it is like, which or not funny, like I don't know, depending on who's listening. What's funny to me about the shit is an actual debate online right now about Kanye. Only Kanye can get like the Black Twitter to debate whether Hitler was bad or not. It's like that's a real debate going on. It's like, well, wasn't like Hitler was the only racism back then. It's like actually a debate about Hitler. It's like only Kanye could get like people to debate that shit. People are really saying like, and the swastika wasn't originally it was like it was originally came from like it was whatever the origins of the swastika. It wasn't racism. It's saying something like some kind of pagan symbol from way back, and like they just adopted it during like the World War II, like Hitler, and it's like the Nazis adopted it. So like they reappropriated it, but the swastika wasn't originally racist. I was like, only Kanye could get that debate going on Twitter. Like only Kanye could get that. And people are actually questioning whether Hitler was that bad. It's like it's a legitimate debate going on. If you go through the timeline,
like, do we? Okay. My head hurts. I can't go down.
World War II, motherfucker. It's like
I'm not even going
down. The reason why World War II happened was because of him and shit. It's like Hitler is the reason why it was a fucking World War and shit. But when I saw that, I was like, people really debating like about Hitler and shit because of Kanye. It's like, I haven't canceled. Yeah, I'm still a Kanye fan, but like I'm saying, I'm not getting, he's not getting me to jump into that.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I'll sit this. I'll sit this. I haven't tweeted one. This is the first thing I mentioned, but I said I'll sit this one out. Like you're not pulling me.
Then he said slavery is a choice. Kanye's just all over the place. So
I think he's doing it on purpose. He's trying to see how far he can go before he gets canceled. If the Hitler thing really had cats saying, "Hey." It was other dictators that were worse than Hitler, really.
And I'll go back to what I said a few weeks ago. Like Kanye, people need to stop. Like, if it is people out there that legitimately are his friends, if you legitimately consider yourself a friend, a close friend of Kanye, stop letting him do interviews. Stop it. Just stop, because he's clearly having.
I'm gonna quote Kanye himself, like Kanye, he gonna need a day off. I think I call Ferris. So yeah, call Ferris. Homie from back in the day.
I think that it is some of the. He's trying to see how he's trying to get canceled.
Yeah, but I think it's on purpose.
I also think it's mental stuff too. I think it's column
definitely
A and
the mental illness.
I think it's column A and column B. It's a little bit of both.
I think a lot of it is on purpose.
I think it's a little bit of both.
It's by accident. A lot of this shit is like.
I think he is having a major meltdown.
A manic episode.
He's having a meltdown. Yeah. He is, and he's. Unfortunately,
where the hell is Cootie at from Channel Zero? He got that bag and he was out.
Unfortunately, what we do now as a society, if somebody is having a mental episode, mental breakdown, what do? Mm-hmm. We grab our phones out and we film. We instead of getting on the phone, calling 911, actually doing something of help. We film it.
We saw that with Takeoff's death. The man is laying there dying. People pulling their phones out. Not to dial 911. They're not pulling their phones out for that. They're pulling out to film the shit. Yeah.
Or even if if you know, okay, we don't want the 911 line to get jammed up, you see the person, the suspect run, you take a picture of their license plate of them pulling off in the car. That's what you do.
Or even their image, like get a picture
of their image, because that can help the police.
We got a picture of the suspect, like, or we got a plate number, something.
That's what you do to help. If you pull out your phone, I get that we're technical people now, but that's how you help. You try to take a picture of the suspect. You take a picture of a license plate. You do something like that, something that can help.
Not a picture of Takeoff with his head blown off, bleeding to death. It's like
not that. And then you send it to, like, you know, you put it on your social media.
On your social media, or send it to the shade room, trying to like get some cool points and shit.
You don't do stuff like that.
I broke the story. It's like you on that.
You don't do stuff like that. Because, like, what if, like, his family didn't even know that he had even been shot at that point?
Which is like why it's a thing about like, I'll go back to the back in the day, like I was watching the La Bamba biopic.
Yeah, the Buddy Holly
story when like the plane crashed. Buddy Holly and Richie Valens and Big Bopper all died in the plane crash. And that story, like, it was broke on the news. It's like their families didn't even know. They didn't. Buddy Holly's wife have a miscarriage or something?
She had a miscarriage. His wife was pregnant, and
she heard that story about her husband dying in a plane crash. Like, they hadn't been notified, and then like this, she had a miscarriage. So that started. It was like, we can't break the story until the family has been notified.
And that's the worst thing, is that she had a miscarriage, because, like, her husband died, but she had his seed in her, so that's something she could have had in him still. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She could have still had a part of her husband, but now she doesn't have that anymore because you had to break the story.
Which they portrayed in the movie about, which from the Richie Valens perspective, because they had his mom was just like, was doing laundry, like hanging clothes, and then she just heard it on the radio and then just lost. Like, she found out about him dying in a plane crash.
Her son died on a plane crash. Yeah. Her 17-year-old son, because he was a minor.
Yeah. And then which is why they have that. And like I said, and personally, like I've been a part of that, which because when Bernie Mac died, I had the story before anybody, because I had an inside track where somebody called and said, "Hey, Bernie just died. Just give you the heads up if you wanted to report it." I sat on the story for like close to 2 hours because I called to my program and said, "What do you want me to do?" He said, "Do you see it anywhere like in the news?" I was like, "I don't see it nowhere." I went on all the major sites, CNN. All of the major news sites I went on, Sun Times, the Tribune, nobody reported this. So I was like, "What do you want me to do?" He said, like, "Don't say nothing, big dog, just sit on it." And then when I started seeing Stella and some of the more like that, when she posted, I said, "Okay, like Stella Foster she posted it." And then I felt comfortable there, so then I started talking about it. But I had the story before anybody because I just said, "What if the family don't even really know about
this?" Well, they don't know.
So I said, "Let me just not say nothing."
Yeah, you don't tell stuff like that.
Not to mention how many people were killed off that weren't really dead and shit. Like Johnny P. Like a week before he died, they started saying, "Rest in peace, Johnny P." And then his people say like Johnny's not dead. Like he's very ill, but he's not dead. His heart is still beating. So like, stop saying he's dead.
Yeah, stop saying he's dead.
Then he died a few days later for real, but still, it's like, it says, stop saying the man is dead. It's like,
because people it's always a chance that somebody can turn around. Like, even people who are in a deep coma and they say that they're never going to wake up. Only, like I said, only God can be like, yes, they are. You know what I mean? Like, only.
That's why TMZ is smart with the way they report stuff. A good example is like with Prince. They said a death has occurred at Paisley Park.
At Paisley Park.
They didn't say the name. It's like when I was reading the story, I was like, "Don't let it be Prince." Though, like that's what my mind.
Yeah, that's why I was saying too. I was like, "Don't let it be Prince."
I was like, I was scared to click on it. I don't want to click on this because like, no, Prince is like we Prince fans way.
We Prince fans, yeah, we love Prince.
I was like, don't let this be what I think it is. Like, I don't want to even click on this. I took a while for me to even read this, and then it didn't mention his name at first. It said there's emergency personnel at Paisley Park because of a death, and then maybe an hour later they said the R.I.P. Prince dead at 57 or something like that. But like at first they reported it vaguely, which is like the way you do it is like we could report it without saying that he actually died because we don't know who knows yet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like the way they reported it was smart that they mentioned that somebody died there with emergency vehicles rushing up there. Will bring more information that becomes available. Like
that's the way that happened because like they had like a couple of days before they had to do an emergency landing with his plane.
And then and then Raph had said a death maybe a week later or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like maybe an hour or two after that story was posted, then it said Prince dead at 57. Yeah.
And then they showed the pictures like after that, like when he was like, what was he walking from, like from CVS or something, or Walgreens, one of the stores, that he was like really, really gaunt. Like they showed the picture like after that, after they.
A lot of people don't know that near the end of Prince's life, he was like wheelchair bound for the most part, except when he would be on stage like performing, like you know, all that takes a toll on your body, all of that, because Prince was high energy. You look at his old performances, it's like like back in the 70s and 80s,
would jump from the speaker onto the ground into
a split and then back up and then spin the microphone, throw his leg over the mic,
and do the microphone tricks.
Like that's how Prince performed. Doing that for like 20, 30 years takes its toll on your body. So say Prince, a lot of times say he would ride right up to like the stage door in a wheelchair and then get up and like walk on stage. That's what a lot of insiders were saying. Like he would be in a wheelchair to like.
And he would be at a cane because Ayesha Curry posted a picture of him like shortly after his death. Like I guess he was like at one of the Warriors games, and like you could see he had a cane. Like he was. Yeah. He had his. It was like, you know, true to Prince when he had like his glitter. It was like decorated really nicely, but he did walk with a cane to go to the game. Yeah, like he had to walk with a cane.
And I get it. I'm not justifying drug use, but I get how you can develop a painkiller addiction because of that. Because you want to keep that going, that energy. Like, and people don't want to see Prince like limping on stage with a cane. So like you pop a couple of Percocet,
even want to see
whatever.
Or as talented as a musician Prince was, because Prince is to me the greatest musician ever. Like even him just playing his piano, his guitar, his whatever other instrument he played, even him just playing that, people, they don't want to see just him sitting, rocking out, playing like the instrument, or rocking on his piano. They want to see the high energy, him jumping into a split, and
they want to see the Prince in the Revolution days, like how
I would die for you. They want to see like that performance. They want to see that.
Which I've been going down YouTube rabbit holes. Is like, but it was like some recent interviews with the Revolution. They tell them like old Prince stories. It's like, I'm into.
I gotta look it up. Now you want to make me look. Now you want to make me waste my day looking up YouTube videos. No, I'm kidding.
Lisa, Wendy, Brown Mark, Bobby Z, and the Doctor. Yeah, they all been like telling Prince stories. Just like
But I mean, it is that like you gotta keep up with that. But going back with the whole Kanye thing, like I think that if you are really a friend, if you are somebody who is actually close to him and you consider yourself a friend, do yourself a favor, do him a favor rather, and stop letting him go out there. Because,
like I said, Cootie, who was following him around for years with the camera, like he got his Netflix bag, ain't been seen or heard from since. That's all I'm saying. He got his money and dipped on that ass.
That's all they doing. It's just trying to get sound bites, and you know, like the more that, like I said,
he keeps comparing himself, like which I hope the end result is the same, but Kanye, he keeps comparing himself to Michael Jackson. And how like when Michael, like when he was with his brothers and his people that loved him, it was different. Once he got around all these fucking strangers, shit changed.
Yes, men. All these men.
Kanye is there now. He when he was with, like I said, with GLC and Ferris and like
Ryan Fest,
Ryan Cootie and all of that. When he was with all of the cats from back then, it was different.
The crew.
The crew. But then when he started hanging out with these fucking weirdos, it's like, you get like the Kanye now. It's like, and even like the Kardashians was a safe place for him, I'll say. Like even like that was better than now and shit. He wasn't doing these episodes like that. It's like even that was like better than what he's doing now and shit. But yes, I don't want this end result to be like Michael Jackson, because he's compared himself to Michael Jackson multiple times.
Yeah, we don't want it to be like that, because then that's the point where everybody wants to give you your flowers. Like, unfortunately, sadly, after people pass away, then everybody wants to talk about how, I wish you had more time, and I wish everybody, but
especially the same people that have been talking shit, making fun of you. Perfect example to me is like Whitney Houston. If people are like roasting that girl for years, then when she died, sad, like, like rest in peace.
The voice of our generation.
So tragic and all that shit. You've been roasting her about her drug use and like some of her outbursts and all that. And her outbursts. Like people like making fun of Whitney Houston for like 10 years, like before she died, probably. Mm-hmm. It's like instead of doing all of that shit, like she's crying out for help and shit, like help her. It's like stop making fun of her and shit.
That's why I view stuff different. Yeah, in my younger days, like stuff was like, it was like, ha ha, like seeing people do things like that.
Perfect example, Britney Spears. Like, how many people roasted her for years? Like,
when she shaved her head,
was clearly having a mental breakdown, and like people just laughed at the shit. It's like,
yeah. But I mean, looking at it through, and that's the thing that I'll say about us as humans, like we do evolve. And me, now that I'm over 40, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm all that. So it's like I view things differently. So if I see somebody looking like they're having
and that's
an episode,
you're a wife and a mom. Imagine if you lost your husband and your children, like, because that's what she was going through. Like, she was going through a divorce, and like he got custody of your kids. Like, it would take its toll on you mentally if that shit happened. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she was having
and then the whole conservatorship, like the way that like Britney's the same age.
Her family fucked her over and all of that.
I can't imagine that. Like we're the same age. Me and Britney are the same age exactly. So it's like
just got her freedom like this year. She just got her.
Yeah, somebody telling me I can't do X, Y, Z. I'm a grown ass woman. Like I know what's best for me. I'm grown as hell. I know what's best for me. But just I know I go about this a lot. Just show some kindness, show some sympathy, show some empathy for others, because mental health is very real. Mental illness is very real. And it's nothing to see your favorite celebs like a Robin Williams. Like Robin Williams committing suicide was shocking. Like I didn't.
Yeah.
That shocked the hell out of me. I mean, he was a funny guy. He was Mrs. Doubtfire. Genie from Aladdin, nobody knew that he was dealing with depression. Nobody knew he was dealing with that.
From work is like what all of it.
Popeye for you.
Popeye is the first movie I remember seeing. Yeah, I was like Khalil's age. Saw that in the show Evergreen Theater. I remember seeing Popeye in the theater.
You said we went back Evergreen. You went back.
That's my first. That's the earliest. I probably went to the show before. That's the earliest movie I remember going to see it in the theater. It was Popeye. Yeah.
Mine is E.T. That's like my earliest movie I remember seeing was E.T. I was like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Well, I saw E.T.
One I remember, a memory I have of you was like, The Wiz. I remember you dancing in the aisle. I remember that. That's my earliest name or memory of the theater was we went to see The Wiz. Like, it had to be re-released because like obviously it came up before you were born, obviously, but it had to be a re-release. Like maybe for the holidays they re-released the shit that happens. It's like, but I remember we saw
about a year and a half, and I was
dancing The Wiz in the show, and you were dancing in the aisle during the everybody rejoicing. It's like.
I was dancing.
It was like they were dancing on the screen. I guess you were imitating them. That's what it was.
I've been dancing ever since. No, I can't stop dancing.
The fucking Wiz is where it started. Which makes sense. The Wiz is where it started.
We not new.
You're with the wizard. Yeah, you're watching the Wiz with the Wiz. I'm just saying. So yeah, you go. Yeah, watching the Wiz with the Wiz. And we ain't been able to get rid of each other ever since. We stuck with each other.
There's that.
I mentioned Takeoff earlier. The murderer of Takeoff has been arrested.
Yes, I saw that.
It's Patrick Clark, who's like a DJ. A DJ is saying they arrested him in Mexico or some shit. He was trying to flee the country.
Yeah, he was trying to flee.
Yeah, so it looks like they have a suspect in custody. So thankfully the fact, because I hate when there's so many unsolved
Biggie, Tupac,
Master Jay is like it's so many. It's like nothing. It's like
nothing.
And like some of these cats were killed. Like I think Jay was killed in broad daylight or something. It's like like nothing. It's like
in the studio. They just came in the studio and just blasted him in the studio.
Broad daylight in the studio. Tupac was killed during a Tyson fight in Vegas. It's like,
in Vegas.
During the Mike Tyson fight.
California.
During the Mike Tyson fight.
Biggie was killed after the Soul Train party, the Soul Train after party. Yeah. So people was out in the street kicking it.
In LA and shit. Like,
in LA.
Yeah.
We've been to LA at night.
Yeah.
That shit is popping. We've been to
that was just a regular Saturday. We were in LA. Imagine being Soul Train Saturday. Yeah, that was a regular Saturday. We went and saying it was popping.
And Vegas was a regular thing when we were on the strip for Vegas.
Yeah, not a Tyson fight. Yeah, This is prime Mike Tyson when like Tyson was the fucking not Tyson now trying to have these comeback fights. So he's talking about prime Tyson. Not old Tyson who's trying to have these fights now. Tyson who's knocking on 60, not that.
But I'm glad that, you know, it can be some justice for him because he definitely, like his family, I mean, like nothing will ever bring him back. But if you can hold responsible the person who took him senselessly, who took this young man's life, what was he, 26, 27? Young guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, young guy. So it's like you took this young man's life, you know, whole life ahead of him. You took him away from his family, his legions of fans. So, you know, I'm hoping that.
Yeah. And going back to the whole people taking pictures thing, we mentioned that too, because what was another controversy is during his you know, they had his memorial at in Atlanta at the what's it called? It's the State Farm Arena now. It used to be called the Phillips Arena. I think it's
I think so, yeah.
We know where the Hawks play, you know the building.
Yeah.
Then they said like how when we went to Bernie Mac's thing, the same thing at House of Hope in Chicago. Like they said like no photograph. Yeah, like we don't want that. Yeah, the family wants to keep. They said half people that had their phones whipped out and all of that shit. And we saw that at Bernie's service here. It's like especially when Steve and Cedric and DL and them
DL came out the Kings.
Everybody want to get their low moment. The family said like no pictures like that. Please like put your phones away. Like people just got to be assholes and got to do it for the gram. And
do it for the gram.
They were doing that at Takeoff's funerals. Like people like had so many pictures. Like if they said no pictures, don't because they didn't even have to have a public. They were nice enough. They could have just had a private
Exactly, they could have a private ceremony.
One is like include the fans, so they were being nice. Like the family could have just like not included y'all motherfuckers at all. They said he had a big fan base. Like so let's do a public memorial for him. Then assholes got to take pictures and all of that shit. Shit is whacking shit to me.
Just show some
clout chasing and shit.
Show some dignity,
especially if the family says like we don't want cameras, like no pictures and shit. Yeah.
Show some dignity and respect.
Yeah, that shit was lame and shit. How people were like posting pics on their social media from there. Shit.
I hope that each one of them gets flagged, and I hope that the family gets something from them.
Shit is.
Yes.
Also, get well soon, Mr. Nick Cannon. He's been hospitalized with pneumonia. I know he got a lot of health issues anyway. He's battling lupus or something.
He has lupus. He's had lupus for, I want to say, 10 years, I want to say.
So he's battling his health issues and shit. So I hope he, because pneumonia, especially with that lupus combined with pneumonia, could be dangerous.
Yeah. And with autoimmune diseases, not every autoimmune disease is the same. It's like some people, like we've been seeing people being diagnosed recently with MS. So we've seen several celebrities, like Christina Applegate has MS, and so does Selma Blair. And like I said, we have a family member who has MS, but everybody's autoimmune doesn't look
that's what the same. Richard Pryor had that back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's doesn't look the same. So where one person may just have like, okay, sometimes things get a little bit mixed up in my brain and it's hard for me to focus. And then somebody may not be able to walk. Like
Pryor was in a wheelchair. Yeah.
It's not going to be the same. Like everybody thought. So just to be like, well, my so-and-so has so-and-so and they in a wheelchair. And it's like, it's not this, everybody's it doesn't happen the same way. It's the point I'm saying.
It's like the recent scare we've had with COVID. Mm-hmm. It's like I had COVID. It's like, I lost my sense of taste and smell. And I had like a fever and all. Like it felt like just like a bad cold to me. Some people ended up on ventilators for that shit. It's like your body different. It responded different to some people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So not all COVID cases. I just say that, I had it and I beat it. I wasn't talking shit because some people just respond differently to it. Yeah.
And then my daughter had it. Ari had COVID. Like she caught COVID.
I don't think she had any symptoms. It's like,
she had no symptoms. She had none. Like, that's why we didn't know. Like she had none. She had a very low grade fever and she just was blowing her nose. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. But the only reason why we got her tested is because they was like, hey, she came in close contact with somebody.
With this person, get her tested. Yeah. Other than that,
you wouldn't even close contact.
You wouldn't even know she had it at all if it wasn't
at all. She never lost her taste, her smell, or her taste. Never. None of that.
Yeah.
And then we tested and she came positive. We was like, we had to quarantine her. Like we had to, you can't be up under. You got, we had to put her on.
Which sucks. Like, yeah, like especially kids, they want to be.
For a 7-year-old.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can't be around your family. And then I was going in every like hour or so, like checking in on her. I had to mask up and do all that. And, and she was sad because she's like, I can't be, she was really sad because she just wanted to play with her brother.
Also, I know that's probably what she missed most is like hanging out with Cleo.
Playing with her brother. But we told her, we said, if we keep you separate, then, we said it won't continue. We said we need to get you contained. And then once you get better, instead of you and then you pass it to him, he passes it up. It's just going to be a cycle that never ends. That's how I explained to her. It'd be a cycle that never ends. So,
so like we just got to separate you till you beat it. Now you can
temporarily.
And you can hang out with the rest of the family after you beat it.
But get well till it can, because like I said, he definitely, he has a lot of children that,
dependent on him. Yeah.
Are dependent on him. So, you want to be there for your kids. You want to, like, parents want to grow up and see their kids. Like, what do parents want to do? You want to grow up and see your kid graduate from college.
Yeah.
Or if they don't go to college, like whatever, you want to see them in their adult life to be successful. You want to see
or even like get married and start families.
Get married, start a family, open up a business. Like, you want to see like milestones of your children. So you want to do everything you can so you can get as many years on earth.
Follow into his footsteps and enter like show business. Like you want to see that. It's like
you want to see that. You want to see your kids succeed. So
very controversial story here that's been going. What do you think about the announcement of Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State for Colorado? Because like, I don't know if you've been following that, because like Deion Sanders, because Jackson State is HBCU, so like. And it's been like with prime time being there, like he's famous. So it's been like drawing a lot of like, attention and like students wanting to go there. And which is a good thing. People say instead of going to the same handful of fucking Big Ten or like, the big programs are like for NCAA, like let's
wear my Big Ten shirt.
Orange and blue right now. It's like,
wear my Big Ten shirt.
And I'm wearing black, for the HBCU, the black man.
We didn't plan this. We didn't even plan this. Wear my Illinois.
And then, it's that they're like, because then, like, now you're saying now you can get students to like that can be an option. HBCUs can be an option for college athletes that want to, instead of going to like a North Carolina or a Michigan or an Illinois or like wherever, it's like
the Ohio State.
Yeah. The Ohio State. These HBCUs, they're underfunded, and then I get why Deion took the other job, because he was paying his coaching staff out of his own pocket. It's like because they didn't even have a budget for it. He was like paying because Deion he's prime time. He got money. So he's not doing
money. He's prime.
He wasn't doing his job.
If he invested his money and spent it wisely, he has money. If he
wasn't doing this for the money, like he wanted to like give back. That's why he was like coaching Jackson State. And that's why he was doing it, because he wanted to give back, and said he had to pay his staff out of his pocket and everything. So I get eventually, financially it don't make sense. So that's why he took the other job. People are like, like the internet is the internet. Yeah. He was like Rosen calling him a sellout and a coon and all of that shit. Is like, but
what are you doing there to like make things better? That's my ass. That's my response.
How are you? What are you doing to uplift?
What are you doing to uplift your community?
Yeah. You see this,
and uplifting your community could be something as simple as this. If when you go to Harold's, as I'm using Harold's example, and you see somebody and they're outside, take them in and get them an order. It could be something as simple as that.
Which I've actually done.
It could be something as simple as that.
Somebody outside of here on Harold's on Wabash, like, hey,
you take them in and you say, okay, I'm gonna get you this.
He asked me like to have like, daddy change, so I get some. I said, just come with me and
come on in.
Get this I bought him a meal. It's like, like I'm gonna get him what he wants. Yeah.
I
got his order too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you didn't do it for the gram. See, you can do stuff like you can do things like that. Yeah. I've gotten gift cards. What I do is like I've gotten like gift cards for like Subway, McDonald's, put like $10 on it. If I see somebody at like the Dan Ryan, at the big X, it's like 87th, 95th. I just hand somebody a gift card. Tell them it's $10 on here. You can go to Subway, you can go to McDonald's, and you can go and you can get you a meal. I've done that. So
95th is Stony, like it's people I've seen out there like panhandling, and I've it said Burger King is right there. So it's like, yeah, I was like, hey, meet me over there at that Burger King. Yeah, and then they come over there and bought them a meal. Like, I've done it.
Yeah, that's a simple thing.
Yeah.
That's a simple thing that you can do. Yeah. So miss me with that being like
the guy, and I really felt bad for that guy on 95th because he was a veteran. He had his sign about Iraq veteran. So he was a vet. So which is fucked up. The veterans should really be treated like they shouldn't be treated like that at all. It's like
they should be.
If you served in any branch of the military, especially in a war, you served in a war, like you shouldn't be out there like panhandling.
And it's a lot of them that are. It's a lot that are.
I told the guy, meet me over there at the Burger King right there, and they got him whatever he wanted. I was like, order your meal.
Yeah, that's simple things that you can do.
Yeah.
And it's the holiday season, so I say I'm putting it out there. So if you want to help out your fellow man, you can. That's little things. You don't gotta be a millionaire. We're not millionaires yet. We're trying to work on that. Manifest.
Hey, Lux, we're on billionaire.
Manifest top 200 podcast. Manifest. Yep. Manifest.
Billionaires in training, kid.
Yes, manifesting it. I'm manifesting it. But yeah, I mean, you gotta do you have to think about this. Like, even though he's a millionaire several times over, I don't know Deion Sanders' net worth. I'm not gonna look it up. But it's like he's a millionaire several times over, I'm sure. But it's like if you keep on paying out money and nothing's coming in, that's how you lose everything.
Yeah.
Eventually you will lose everything if you're constantly putting
he put Jackson State on the map, made him like relevant. They one of the best teams out now. So now he's like now he's going for the money. It's like I'm not mad at him for that. It's like,
but he did his thing. Here's the thing, sometimes some people do just go from thing to it's no different than somebody going into a corporation. You go in, you may take a pay cut to help uplift,
build it up, and then you go on to the next.
Now I go to somewhere else. I'm planting my seeds and I'm making them grow. I'm planting them, I'm making them grow, and I'm moving along. I see nothing wrong with what he did. So I mean, he has a family to take care of.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that he has more than just, because when you're a celebrity like that, people expect you to take care of your entire family.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that. I'm sure it's a lot of people that are like, hey, Unc, I need my tuition. I'm sure it's a lot of people in his pockets, I'm sure.
How many people came in with business ideas?
Business ideas.
I got these ideas and want you to fund them. Is like,
I'm gonna open this car wash. With the car wash, have strippers doing your cars for you. What? It's a great idea. Now, if somebody else opens that, I'm gonna be like, stripper car wash.
And they do that in the wash and shit.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Is that where I got it from? I don't know.
He did have a stripper car wash in the wash. I remember it was a scene because then Snoop was talking about he would have ran it like a pimp and shit. He was like, yes, I would have done it, nephew.
That's another story.
The wash was good and terrible. I won't listen to shit on it. I'm done unless you got something else.
Quick hot take. Congratulations to Keke Palmer. She announced her pregnancy on SNL.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I missed her episode.
Yeah, I missed SNL, but
I'm mad I missed it because SZA was on that. So she was the musical guest. Yeah. So would you remember? That's right. Yeah. Now I gotta look the episode up just to watch SZA.
I saw that Keke announced it because she was like, it's rumored, because the way she did it was cute because she had her coat and she was like, yes, rumors about me saying that I'm pregnant. I'm here to set the record straight. And then she popped it open and was like, I am. And then she rubbed her stomach.
Got a Cardi B on because Cardi announced her pregnancy with Culture on SNL.
Yeah, when it pan down, you saw her baby.
Yeah, because they had the shot there, and then it comes out, and then you just
see goes wide frame.
The audience like,
And then stop asking women. I just said, because I've been pregnant 3 times. Well, I said I have been pregnant 3 times. I had miscarriage 1 time. But stop asking people that before they're ready to announce, stop asking people are they pregnant. Stop speculating pregnancy, because if you do speculate pregnancy and a person loses a baby, then now it's extremely awkward. So stop doing that. Stop doing that. That's what I will say.
Yeah.
But congratulations, Keke. We love her because she's a Chicago girl too. Well, she's what?
Harvey, I think, something like that.
Harvey, closer. She's a Chicago girl. We claiming her.
Somewhere. That's the Chicago area. Even though she's in the part of the map, it says not
Chicago.
Chicago.
Map, you know, we claiming her. She's Chicago. We claiming her.
Well, there it is. Not another damn podcast. 288. Definitely appreciate you supporting us in what we do. If you want to support us further, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Subscribe, share, rate, review on your platforms as well. Talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What's good, Miss Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. You can also follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. Get at us, all right?
And you can check me out at MSIMH666 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also SCR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, SCR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs, and for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.